everyone, it's Gazelles, and based upon the title, you probably already read what this video is on. And basically, it's another non-member rant because slowly I'm figuring out the non-member life after being member for I don't know how many years. I don't feel like doing math. And probably like 5 or something. Shh, I don't care. And not that. And sorry I haven't like uploaded in a while, but like it's not like many people watch my videos anyways, so I'm sure no one's like sitting at their computer, oh my god, when is she gonna upload next? So I'm taking my time, slow and steady wins the race, even though this isn't a race for really anything except for I enjoy when people watch my videos and comment on them because it's just like, oh, this is how I can improve, and this is what I can do in my free time. Whatever. Shh, God, I hate that I get off topic so easily, and I didn't realize I drank this much water. Sorry, my water bottle's more than half empty, and it's like, oh, whatever. Okay, so, to the rant. Things I don't understand. I was just sitting here in Aldan, however you pronounce it, Alden, in the Lost Temple of Zios, and people are always like, unwanted stuff on my list. Jag me for offers. Okay, to begin, I understand what Jag stands for, but the word just sounds creepy to me. I just don't like Jag. Like, ugh. Okay. So, there's my immaturity bit for you, but I'm a non-member. I cannot message you, hey, I'll offer a black long for your list. Like, oh, I'm discriminated. Not really. People don't do it on purpose, obviously, but it's like, I don't understand why I had to jammergram someone an offer when I could just walk up to them if they're right there. Or maybe just shout across the little chat room because apparently some people don't want to leave their precious spot. I don't get that, but I mean, sometimes I'm just like standing in a spot and it's like, I get it. I kind of claim that spot for the time being, but like, I should probably be playing a game as I do this so it's not just like you're looking at my screen. And, sure, just let me click the game. Okay, so, that's not like a pet peeve, but just like a little tiny rant. And another thing is, I just got offered by, I searched them up because people were saying hello to them, so clearly I figured they were a YouTuber of some sort. Foxytrot12. And I'm not ranting on this person, I'm not saying they're an awful human being, but they offered me blue long and green long for my green and blue beta tail, and today is the 15th of November, so you can determine if that was fair, over, or under, whatever. But personally, I declined it. One, I've been offered a better trade than that, and two, sorry, I lose my train of thought, and I was focusing on the Phantom. That wasn't even coming towards it. No! My keys got stuck. I'm getting a new keyboard because this one's like Razer. Sorry, Razer. Not that you watch my videos either, but like, so I don't really have to worry about them bashing on me. But sorry, Razer. But after about a couple of years of use, your keyboards wear down, wear and tear, and your warranty is only 1 year long, and you can extend it for 1 year. But that still doesn't help me because I've had this keyboard for like 3+ years. So, whatever, not gonna complain, just mad that my spacebar is half broken, although that's partially my fault, but like my other keys are like turning into sticky keys, and it's not like I've ever poured anything in my keyboard, so it's just wear and tear. And my brother's keyboard, sorry, I lost my train of thought again. My brother's keyboard, kidding me, ugh, whatever, we're gonna play a different game. And my brother's keyboard, his spacebar broke too. So, I mean, he warned me about it, and he's just like, don't buy Razer, your spacebar's gonna break. But I'm like, but it's a rainbow keyboard. Let me, rainbow! So, anyways, whatever, no correlation about the color rainbow. The color's rainbow. Doesn't really matter. So, either way, my second rant was, oh yes, so this Foxytrot person, they have 4.1k subscribers as of today. Not as of today, but like right now they do. And I was in the place where I just was, as you know, and they traded me, I already told you to trade it was a blue long and a green long for my blue and green beta tail. And I declined it because, like I said, one, I've been offered a better trade, and two, I'm now non-member. And people assume just because, jammers assume, because I don't believe you're all people behind your screen, just kidding, but like these people clearly aren't. Oh, you can't see me. I was moving my mouse, so then I got distracted, but then I realized you can't see my mouse, so it doesn't matter. But like, the person, everybody else besides me is, in the last one, oh dang it, I wasn't paying attention. But not this person, but the blue person with the unicorn horn, I believe they're a real person, but everybody else is a CPU. And you can tell that based upon their clothing, because you do not ever see anybody wear that, and they all join at the same time, and this happens in like every game I play, like Falling Phantoms, it'll happen, and whatever. So, it's like, jammers always assume that I want a spike collar, because that's apparently the currency that we have now. And that's not necessarily true. One, I cannot wear the spike collar, and two, people want a variety for items nowadays, and I mean, I could care less. Couldn't care less. I always say could. I couldn't care less about a variety of items, but apparently everybody else wants them, and I have about 13 to 14 black long value in just leap year clothing, 2012 leap year clothing. I have a little bit more than that, but that's the part I won't trade. And it's not that I won't trade, I'm just not willing very easily. But it's like the yeah, and I can't trade it because no one wants it, and people are just like, oh, I want variety, and I'm just like, but this all pans out in the same value. I don't understand, and it's not like you're gonna wear the variety, you're just gonna trade it away. So like, I don't understand why people want a variety, but it doesn't make any sense to me. So this person traded me 2 spikes, which then again I said it's not a variety and people will not want it as much. So why should I have to trade for a spike collar? Okay, basically what I'm getting down to the point is I can't wear it, so I do not care for it. I used to care for my items much more than I do now, but right now I'm just trying to get a beta set, and I need the first glitched ring is what I'm looking for. But again, I could trade, I literally did this, like I traded 14, I asked multiple of my buddies, they said 13 to 14, some of them said 13, some of them said 14, value in leap year items, and no one wants it because even though it's the same value as everything else, it's like same value as what they claim it to be, and like ring is like 7 to 8, they still decline, and I'm like, I'm trading twice as much, I could get 2 rings for this, and they're like, but I hate leap year items. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Well, you know what, I hate spike collars, so people who trade me spike collars, I decline you. I'm sorry, I'm just being salty, I was actually just kidding about that. But this person, Foxytrot 12, got all salty when I was, like I said, I'm not trying to bash this person, I'm just stating what happened, and got all like up in my grill about like I overtraded, and I'm just like, well, one, you could have overtraded, but I've gotten a better trade than that, and 2, I can't even wear that spike collar, so why do I have any interest for it? So people just, it's just, he assumed that, I'm assuming it's a guy, I don't know, he assumed it was that I wanted it, and I'm like, but I don't. And if you think that that's such a good trade, go ahead and trade somebody else, and they'll accept it. Or they won't accept it, I don't know. But like, the fact that he got so upset and kept like yelling, well, he wasn't yelling at me, there was no caps involved, but he kept like giving me these snarky remarks, which I'll admit, I was completely nasty back. I was like, I'm not taking this. Excuse me, it's my item, I could trade it for what I want. So I was just a little bit heated, but again, like I said in my previous videos, everyone gets mad over something, and I wasn't mad, but it was just like, why are you yelling at me for, or scolding me, excuse me, for something that I don't even want? Like, I don't want your spike collars, get them out of my face. So it's like, I just don't understand why you got so upset when I declined it, when if it was such a good item, such a good trade, you could trade anybody else and they would accept it apparently. And then he kept calling me a liar for saying that, like, I got overtraded, and he's like, oh, you probably got he spelled it toll traded. I don't know if you can't say troll or not, but whatever. And kept saying that I got troll traded, and I'm like, I never clicked the accept button, so how would I know if it's a troll trade or not? And this whole bit about, I'm trying to find the game. This whole bit about scamming and whatnot, it's like, never mind, I can't say anything about scamming because some people will agree with me because they have the same logic base as me, but then other people will be like, no, no, I got scammed before and it wasn't fair. And I'm like, no, never mind, we're not getting into it. But like a lot of people would hate. So like if I ever made a video about what my opinion is about scamming and versus like fact on the internet, which I mean, I don't always have to bring logic and the fact onto YouTube videos because most people don't. But like, if I were to do something like that, I would have to take off the likes and dislikes and probably remove all comments because more often than not, you could ask, probably like, this is like a wrong statistic, but probably like every 2 in 3 jammers has been scammed before. And I mean, I'll admit, I was scammed. Well, I don't consider it scamming. See, that's the thing. But in other people's standards, I was scammed a while ago for a long time ago when trade system first got invented. And this is back when royal capes and skull masks were rare. If any of you remember that, but I much doubt it because it was probably like 2011, 2012. I don't remember the year that the trade system came out. I just remember it wasn't there all the time because cuffs, aka elf armor. Well, if anybody's interested, I'll tell you the true story about the beta days because like apparently no one really knows, and I love when people are, oh, I forgot I could eat these guys. And a lot of people, it doesn't make me salty. Oh no. This game's getting too intense. And I'm not getting like salty about it, but like whenever someone says like, oh, this happened during the beta days, and then like I don't correct them, but I say, oh, this is what happened, and basically like contradicts what they just said, they get all angry at me, and I'm like, I'm not trying to be rude, but I joined the game in 2010. I know what the beta days were. So this is just like a whole rant. This isn't even just a non-member rant. This is just like a me rant. Oh, I can eat these guys. And it's just, I don't know. It slightly bothers me when someone like accuses me of being wrong and it's like, oh, I joined in 2014. And I'm like, but, sir, you joined in 2014, but I joined in 2010. I actually am a first-hand, what do you call it? A primary resource of beta days. So like, why are you hating when I'm giving you facts? Oh God, I'm sorry. It just makes no sense to me on why people just, this is the real world. This isn't just like Animal Jam, but like everybody just has like a first basis of just hating on everybody else and like trying to prove everyone else wrong. And I mean, like, that's kind of hypocritical because that's what I just did, but like everyone tries to prove everyone wrong in terms that they don't even know themselves. And it just confuses me because it's like, you, sir, have not actually experienced the beta days. Why do you think, based upon others, like, oh, well, I looked on the Animal Jam website. Well, back then on the Animal Jam website, it actually said that Animal Jam did not come out in 2010. And I know for a fact that it did, and now they have changed it. And now you can count it because there are 7 birthday cakes, and it is 2017. That's 10 years. Or, wait, 7 years. My bad. What? But you get what I meant. You get what I meant by that. But it's just like, ma'am, sir, he, everyone. No, sit down. So it's just, I don't know. It just bothers me. Oh no, I forgot that he was bad. It was a little too late by the time I realized. But, oh, I didn't realize it still has my high score. Where are my levels? Oh, I have 3 left. Solid. So it's just, I don't know. Again, this is just a rant, and like a lot of people, some people love to hear rants, and some people are just like, oh, get this stuff out of my face. And personally, I don't like drama, but I like to hear people's rants. It just, because then I can put my own 2 cents in my own mind and like think about it how I want to think about it, and it's just kind of like a satisfying thing. So, I mean, whatever, man. Whatever floats your boat. What time is it? All right. Sorry, it's 20:07 or 8:07 p.m. Eastern Standard Time because apparently people don't use the 24-hour clock like I do. Oh wait, I forgot I could eat him. Oh, you big. You want a kiss? Just kidding. Oh, look at all these big minnows. Oh. Okay, he was a little more feisty than I thought. Oh no! Ah, get away from me! Have I ever beaten this on hard? Because like, trippy, difficult, lots of time consuming. So, we got 20 seconds left. Lit. Oh, why did I just say that? I apologize greatly for my misconception. No! Let me just win in the last 8 seconds! 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, no, no.